Say hi to the people. I don't know what he's doing. He's sniffing. Colby, what are you looking for, buddy? This week has been a blur, kind of. Last weekend, we went all the way to Leamington and dropped off our 3 boys with my parents for the Saturday night, Sunday morning. Well, it was almost all day Saturday, actually. And Emily and I took the Grom out for a ride. It's a little dirty. It rained on my way home today, and I've washed my bike once in the year and a couple of months that I've owned it. I'd rather ride than wash, and I honestly don't have that much time to wash the bike, or I don't make enough time to wash the bike. But anyway, I did make a video for that, and I'm in the middle of editing it, but my computer is slow as death. I kid you not when I say it took me 30 minutes to load up my laptop, open up the editing software I use, and get to the video to like resume editing. And then came out here to do this live that I had scheduled, and I'll probably be working on that video tonight. This is a long weekend coming up, and I've got a lot of stuff going on, so I probably won't spend much time editing this weekend, but hopefully it can be put out early next week. And honestly, like, the bike did amazing. We had a lot of fun. We took it, I don't know, probably close to 200 kilometers over the span of 2 days, which doesn't sound like a whole lot, but when you consider that it's a 125, I don't think we did too bad. We cruised around town for a little bit. Emily's not really been on the bike with me that much. Actually, this is the first time on the Grom that we had gone for a ride at all. Like, I've never had a passenger on it, so I didn't even know how it was going to do, but I'm really happy with how it went. We rode around town. She got comfortable, got the hang of all of the different movements that being passenger on a motorcycle entails. And then we just took the whole day easy. We call these putts days, kind of, where you putts around. We went to a local coffee shop. We got cheesecake, and then after that, we were comfortable enough to give it a shot on the highway, so we went down to a little lake town called Port Stanley. Rode around there for a little bit. You get a lot of looks when you're 2 up on a Grom. Like, people look at you funny, they double take, they chuckle, and I think we made a lot of people smile, so it was a good time. So we went to Port Stanley, rode around there for a bit, came back, went out for dinner, and then met up with my Uncle Jamie and his wife. Hey, how's it going, Randy? Welcome to the chat. So we took it to Elmer, met up with my uncle and his wife, rode around, we went to Port Bruce, and then came back, just hung out at the Tim Hortons as the Canadian motorcyclists do. And then on the way home, we actually, so the weather's been crazy around here. I don't know what's going on, but we get thunderstorms out of nowhere and rain that wasn't on the forecast, or it just, nothing seems to follow the forecast. So we had to leave early to avoid getting caught in a thunderstorm, and there was some lightning. I'm doing good, Randy. How are you? Yes, we narrowly avoided the thunderstorm, just got home in time, and then the next day we were kind of both really sore, so we didn't ride as much Sunday as we were expecting to. Hi Becky, welcome to the chat. And then so also we borrowed my dad's Challenger for the weekend. They decided it'd be easier for us to leave them the minivan so that they could just throw all 3 boys in real quick and didn't have to transfer car seats into any of their vehicles. So then we went to London, grabbed some boba at Press OT. Yes, I am in my garage. Yeah, this is kind of where I hang out for my lives. Everybody's in the house sleeping or getting ready for bed. My wife goes on runs early in the morning, and so this is kind of like after 9 o'clock is my time to edit videos and do live streams and that sort of thing. So Sunday we got Press OT, and honestly, like the Challenger is a great like cruiser, but with these memes, what's up? How you doing? The Challenger is terrible for drinks because every time you go to shift, your elbow or your forearm bumps into a drink, especially if you've got like a can of Monster or something tall. I couldn't tell you how many times I bumped my drink or almost spilled it. So it's a great car, great cruiser car, but short cans or no drinks is the best move. So we brought that back, and then that was kind of the end of the week, and make my day, by the way. You're a great storytelling. Thank you, these memes. 67. I know this is a meme that I'm not hip enough to understand the full context of 67, but if that makes your day, I'll say 67 for you. Yeah, and then this week has been kind of like at work a wrap projects up. I had a 996 convertible that I was waiting on a wiring connector for, so I got that wrapped up. It was quite the convertible top project. Initially, it came in for a convertible top hydraulic cylinder leak. Got the cylinders replaced. As I'm trying to get the convertible top calibrated, the right window stops working, so he had to dive into that. Got the window regulator replaced, and then one of the connectors broke when I took the door panel off, so I had to wait for a connector from Germany. So Porsche things, man, I tell you, it's crazy. So I got that wrapped up, had a 991 with the convertible top squeak. I seem to be getting all of the convertible top stuff this year. I don't know what's going on, but I'm learning a lot, so I'm okay with it. Got the convertible top squeak and the 991 sorted out, and then a Boxster rolled in with no convertible top function and no rear lights. So I got into that, and turns out the rear end electronic control module was entirely missing, and then there was water damage in the connectors. So that wiring harness it's beyond just replacing a couple of wires and trying to reprogram a rear end electronics control module. So I ended up quoting a harness, but unfortunately the harness for that can't be ordered in a short section. You have to order the entire body harness, which was $13,000 and will take 16 weeks, give or take, to be made up from Germany and shipped out. You have to order those wiring harnesses by the VIN, and they can't be returned. So the customer would have to pay ahead of time, and it doesn't sound like he really wants to go through with that repair. It seems like he purchased the vehicle really cheap, expecting to be able to fix the vehicle for a reasonable price, and he thought he would come out ahead, but it doesn't seem to be going that way for him. So I have made a soft offer to purchase the vehicle off of them, and if that does happen, then I'll be making some videos on the repair there, and hopefully make a cool video or a series on rebuilding or redoing the wiring in it, and then doing a detail on it and getting it ready to be enjoyed either by myself or someone else. Most likely someone else, as I'm not really in the market or financially in a place where I could buy a Boxster, even if it is a bit older. A 2013 Boxer is still something like 45, 50 grand on the high end. Like a rough one is probably like in the low to mid 30s. So it would depend on what the customer was willing to let go for, whether or not I would even be able to purchase that car. But if it does, you can be sure that it will show up in the videos. Let's see what else happened. It's been kind of slow. We're on the upswing, I think. School is back in session shortly, so a lot of people will be able to take their attention off of vacations and stuff, and probably bring in their cars. So I'm hoping that work picks up a little bit. The hours haven't really been that great lately. Plus, I've gotten some big jobs that have been started and incomplete for a couple of weeks. So if you don't understand, if you don't know how flat rate works, a lot of shops will pay only when the vehicle is complete. So having I think three jobs that carried over from previous weeks, I've got several hours banked on each of those vehicles that just hasn't been paid out. So it'll get paid out on this pay period, I think, and so that'll be nice. And then hopefully we get some people getting their cars serviced. Like sports cars get serviced typically in the spring when they come out of storage, and then in the fall again before they go into storage. Or you've got the winter tire changeover season coming up as well, so that'll be some work there. But other than that, work has been really good. I've been learning a lot. I'm hoping to be able to get fast tracked to do like the silver program, and potentially high voltage training as well. I have my high voltage training from Volkswagen, but it doesn't really transfer over, or it didn't transfer over. So I'm hoping to get into that very shortly, because we have a lot of electric vehicles coming down the pipeline. There's a Boxster Cayman coming down the pipeline that's supposed to be all electric, and a new Cayenne, which I'm honestly surprised the Cayenne didn't come before the Macan, because the Cayenne is one of our, well, it's not our highest selling. I think the Macan is probably our highest selling vehicle. But the Cayenne is did I say Cayenne? I meant the Macan is our highest selling vehicle. I think the Cayenne has always been like, it was the first really mass produced vehicle for the brand. Like 911s back in the 996 generation weren't produced in incredible numbers. Mind you, it's still a fairly high volume vehicle. So the Cayenne really injected a bunch of cash into the Porsche brand, and now they're going to do an all-electric version, which according to the rumors should have really good range and the fastest charging of any electric vehicle. But those are just rumors for now, so we'll see. I'm excited to experience that vehicle, but I can't work on it until I go do my high voltage training, which is why I'm hoping that gets fast tracked, because even though I don't think electric cars are the future, they are definitely a part of the puzzle today, and I want to know how to diagnose and repair these vehicles before, like now. I want to start learning now, so that when there's more in our lineup, then I'm able to tap in and work on those cars. And I'm always excited for new tech. I'm always excited for the new learning. I don't know. It might be a disease, but I kind of like getting my butt kicked a little bit by a diagnosis, and adding that to my not Rolodex. Adding that to like my memory bank of, this is how to solve that, and this is what you do in these sort of situations, which has been something that I've really had to grow with at Porsche, because at Volkswagen I was really comfortable, I was in a groove, I knew how to get through most diagnosis fairly quickly, especially since a lot of the problems you see in a mass market vehicle like the Golf, it kind of goes across the whole line. So if you see one concern on a Golf today, if you see it again on a Golf tomorrow, it's probably a similar issue, but that's not the case here. So we're hoping to learn more and just hone my skills, because I hate not knowing how to fix something. So other than that, I don't really have a whole lot going on. I turned 31 on Saturday, and probably just going to keep it really low key. I enjoy it, McDonald's McGriddle, and so that's what I will be indulging in for breakfast. And then I think we're going to take the boys to the pump track and go ride our bikes. And then my mom used to make this amazing chicken stir fry. It was one of my favorite dishes growing up, so we'll probably make that in the evening and just take it easy. Jack, one of my oldest boy, has been asking what I want on my cake, because he's obsessed with what we put on birthday cakes. So I told him some Porsches, so I expect to see some of his Hot Wheels getting washed on Saturday to put on the brownie cake. I feel like there was something else I wanted to talk about, but I think I'm going to end it there. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and I will try to be back next Saturday around the same time. I don't know, maybe I'll try a little bit earlier. Seems that there were a lot more people tuning in when I went live around 8:30, but you guys let me know. Do you want to see a 9 p.m. or do you prefer a little bit earlier? Because I'm a little bit flexible on Thursday night, so leave me a comment down below or in the live chat if you want to see 8:30, 8 o'clock, or 9. In the meantime, stay safe and God bless.